Yes. Yes, we are back. We are here today for another episode of Perspectives and Facts podcast. This is going to be a special episode because we really only have one major topic to discuss. So it's not going to be an hour long because I don't really want to stick on this for an hour.
Style.
Yeah, and you know, the slap her around the world, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith walked up to Chris Rock and bitch slapped him at the Oscars.
Put the pause on him.
Reminded him who the fuck he was.
Put the pause on him.
Live on television across the world, and then proceeded to tell Chris Rock to keep his wife's name out of his fucking mouth. Repeatedly twice, you know what I'm saying? Lupita looked, you know what I'm saying, behind him like she was getting moist, you know what I'm saying? She was like,
she felt that.
She was
like a man authority.
She was getting zaddy vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Like
and it was so funny, like, he got slapped, and this is all we heard.
Right.
All right, what?
That's not how
All right.
And then
you
it
know?
got dead silent. Everybody was like, oh, that's fake?
Yeah, and then he was like, then, you know, Chris Rock, first thing he says, like, Will Smith just slapped me. I think this is the greatest moment in the history of television or whatever. And I'm like,
is it?
You know,
I'm saying 1-0 Philly between Bed-Stuy. 1-0 Philly.
Yeah.
Philly got 1, Bed-Stuy got 0. Chris took y'all back with that slap.
And apparently Will Smith resigned from the Academy of Motion Picture and Arts and Science. Pretty much, he will not ever be able to be nominated for, like, you know, any Academy Awards, any Oscars.
Right.
And, you know, he does supporting actor, best lead role, best director, whatever. He will never be, you know, nominated for these things. But that's cool. Honestly, I think this is only going to be like a ban for like a year or two, maybe. I don't think this is going to be something like in 5 to 10 years they're going to be like Will Smith still is banned. On top of the fact, I do think that if I've won the most prestigious award, like I won the MVP,
Literally.
like I won the MVP, and you guys are like, you can't be nominated for the most valuable player of the year award anymore. All right, but I won it.
Also, on top of that, it's only been like, I think, 4 or 5 black actors that have won that award.
Anyway, so it's like, it's not like you're going to come back and get it again.
Kill the last dude off and be like, oh, you can't.
Yeah, and I don't know how many people have won Best Actor like twice, or Best Actress in Leading Role like twice.
I don't know how many either.
I don't think there's been really anybody. So I think winning that award is like a one-time thing. Anyways, it was a lot of commentary. It was a lot of people, which I didn't like, was the Shannon Sharps and the Stephen A's talking about, oh, Lord, you're going to embarrass us in front of the good folks at the Academy? Why are you making black folk look bad, Will Smith? Oh, Lordy. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like Shannon Sharp saying every time is a situation, oh, if that would have been me in the locker room, I would have slapped them. We would have had to fight. If it was me, I would have put hands on him. Nobody going to talk to me like that. Then Chris Rock gets slapped, and, oh, that was bad. We shouldn't have did that. Nobody should put hands on people. You talk about putting hands on everybody in every scenario that you could put hands on people, Shannon Sharp. Until people put hands on people, now you're the guy to talk about restraint.
I agree. I understand what you're saying. But you also have to stand, like, you have to understand, as black people, at the Academy Awards in a predominantly white setting, you see us pop off like that, they already, I'm telling you, they talking about next year. I saw one meme, it was like black, next year the Oscars going to be no colors allowed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's levels to it. Like, because, you know, from the black community, look, Will's fitting his family. His wife has come out and said, yo, this alopecia shit, I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm sensitive. All right? Somebody talked about his wife, so he went and popped off. Now, Will's had a rough year with Jada, okay?
Hold on, she's sensitive about alopecia?
She is sensitive about the alopecia. She did release. She shaved her head because of her alopecia originally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she was still sensitive on that subject.
Was she sensitive on taking that entanglement dick?
Now, she's sensitive
You're conflating different issues.
I don't give a fuck.
What I'm saying, she was able to be upset about that. Now, the August Alsina, we'll get to that another time.
I see my eye twitching already because I know some bullshit.
Because I'm just saying. But all I'm saying is when it comes to that situation, Will did what he felt was best for his family and his wife in that moment. Personally, knowing what I know as far as the Academy Awards, and I don't know a lot, but it's just a situation like that with all them people white people per se, I would have talked shit to Chris backstage. But I've also heard, and this is something we all can agree on a test on. Somebody said, look, wherever you build the tent, wherever you pitch the tent, that's where we're going to build the circus. So if you publicly disrespect me, I'm going to publicly whoop your ass.
Straight like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand Will. Like, look, you said it in front of everybody. You talked about my wife. You know she's sensitive about this. I'm going to come up to smack you dead in the face. I understand that.
Be glad he just smacked him. He didn't punch him either.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody trying to make it a punch. Somebody said Jude Apatow was like, "Oh, you could have killed Chris Rock." Man, please.
No, but I was feeling what Lil Nas X said too. He's like, yeah, if Will Smith would have went back in time and slapped Harriet Tubman as a kid and she tripped and fell over, she could have killed herself. It was just one of those, like, bro.
I saw that a lot too.
I was like, damn, Lil Nas. I'm like, bro, you know what? That's like the first time I'm like, you know what? I'll fuck with you, bro. Like, you said some real nigga shit right there, bro.
This would be funny, yo. There's a lot of people making it a lot more than what it was. I understand the significance of it.
Oh my God. Making it a lot more than what it was is like an understatement. People were at like they got slapped too. Oh my God.
They was like, Will Smith is a thug and he's tarnished his legacy.
Victim mentality.
I'm like, bro, listen,
I'm
to
still
me,
watching Fresh Prince every day.
to me, a definition of a thug to me is somebody who like consistently does like aggressively, I don't even know, like violent, maybe think
for
gang
themselves.
affiliated.
I would say for
like,
themselves.
Yeah, I thug is like a very umbrella term. Like slapping somebody isn't really, you know.
And,
I can't qualify that because you could be a real pansy and just slap somebody. I won't
real.
call you a thug because you just slap somebody being a pansy. Honestly, like it was crazy to see like Jim Carrey coming out saying like, "Yo, I would have sued him for like $200 million," like not knowing that like your ex-girlfriend killed herself because you gave her STDs and like other stuff, or you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're crazy. Amy Schumer talking about I was sickened and I was traumatized.
Listen,
like, yo, shut up. Like, you're not, this ain't the second grade.
Let me say something about Amy, though. This bitch is the one that made a joke. Amy's the one that made a fucking joke about Ryan Dunn passing, not even like, I think a month after, in front of all
yeah,
this.
until Bam Margera said it should have been you.
Right, and you know Bam's been rough.
Was that a
Ryan.
joke or was she saying that like
no, she was saying
real?
like a joke, but like...
Right, you joking about Ryan? You joking about Ryan Dunn?
because it's all comedy, and in social media you can say whatever you want and not get hands put on you.
Exactly.
But that right there, like that's blatant, like
disrespect. Or Wanda Sykes cooning, butter biscuit eating, jive turkey, jigaboo looking ass. Talking about, oh, I was physically ill after I seen this slap, and I'm still like shaking. Like, bro. Oh my God, dog. Y'all act like y'all, listen, you're 40, 50 years old, bro. I'm going to assume you've seen somebody get hands put on them live before, bro. Like, let's stop. I don't like hearing people like coming out. I mean, I understand if like you support Chris Rock, and I understand like Charlamagne was like, had one of the best responses for like pro Chris Rock. He was like, yo, I called him. I checked up on him. It was crazy. You know, I don't condone it. But it's like, yo, if Chris Rock's your homie, that just say, yo, that's my homie. Like, I don't condone, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, like, slapping him. But all that, like, I was physically ill. I've been traumatized.
They drag it out.
Or I don't like, okay, Will Packer, he makes a lot of great black films, black excellence, right? He had a
Bask in the Blackness.
black crew producing it. I don't like the fact where you hear a lot of black people, oh, my God, you do that in front of all those white people. I'm like, bro, listen. There's no race is the barometer of class. No race. Because or ethnicity. Because every time you want to put one up there, I can bring something else to show you a deep contradiction.
True.
So nobody and no race is the pinnacle of class, right?
True.
Right.
So like I was saying earlier to us, different people, like, it's cultural differences. Like over there in Asian places, like in the Asian countries right now, Will Smith is being favorably like celebrated because they're like, you were sticking up for your family. They're very family oriented.
Right.
It's just in Western culture, we've been like pansified to the fact that like we've been pansified to the fact that like people act like hands don't get put on you in real life, and because of social media and this everybody gets a trophy era, and we gotta and everybody gets a sugar coated Band-Aid. You're able to be and say what you want because of the internet, and consequences don't happen to you.
They don't believe in consequences no more.
Right. On top of the fact, people are like, oh, if that was The Rock, he wanted to slap The Rock, he wanted to slap this guy or that guy, or he wanted to slap Denzel, he wanted to slap Samuel L. They made that joke, or Kevin Hart. But guess what? The gag is none of them would have made that joke because Hollywood is a close-knit community. Like they always say, oh, we know things about each other that the public doesn't know. They always say. So how is it such a, especially the black Hollywood, is such a small, close-knit community where we all know each other, but you don't know this man's wife got alopecia. But me all the way in Jacksonville, Florida, I know his wife got alopecia.
Right.
Okay. So you can't 1 minute say like one thing and the next minute act like you don't know. Number two, like I said before, those other people that you may have named that has the cachet of Chris Rock that you insert to say, oh, if they said it, Will wouldn't have did that or wouldn't have did this. They wouldn't have said it because they be in rooms with Jada. They be in rooms with Will. They know these people personally where it's like, yo, like, I'm not going to make a joke off the script at your expense also, in front of all these people.
Chris, Jada, and Will have a history from what I've been reading, dating back from like old Academy, like not Academy Awards, like VMAs and stuff like that, where Chris has said something about Jada, or him and Will have been at odds. So I feel like this is a little bit longer, not from Chris being like, oh, I'm saying this because I don't like y'all. It's just Chris has a history of saying things, and Jada and Will have had a history of being like, I don't agree with that, or him saying something about them that they had a problem with. So I feel like also that adds into it too, where it's just like he said stuff before, and it's like, all right, it's time. I'm gonna slap this fool on stage because I'm sick of him always talking that shit.
And that's really what it came down to. Is he just finally was just like, you know what? Everyone's giving me right. Everyone keeps giving me shit. No one's listening to me. So you know what? Y'all want to keep making me a public spectacle? I'm gonna show you what a fucking public spectacle is. I'm about to slap the fuck out this dude Chris Rock right here live in action.
But my thing is, like I said, I'm not condoning the slap. I don't feel like he should have got slapped. Right. I feel like.
But I'll say this: that slap was not. The joke was wrong. The slap happened, but as we know, with everything that's been going on in the media circus, that was just like it was the inevitable of something gonna happen with Will and Jada. Because, you know, with all these false flags going on, that's just eventually what's going to happen. Something's going to be a distraction. So this was a distraction that they basically presented to us.
And I think the joke wasn't even that bad.
Nah, it wasn't.
It was a very tame joke. It was just Jane, what it was referencing was a sensitive topic for her.
On top of the fact who said it.
Right.
Yeah, like they had beef from past. It was just a culmination of just like, all right, I'm going to whoop this nigga's ass today.
And I think we can all agree that watching some people that we once saw as, you know, individuals that were well within their accolades, now seeing them actually be like, y'all niggas is human as well. Y'all got problems. Y'all got your own shit. Y'all got deeper issues, entanglements.
And that's low-key why Will said what he said when he got his award, because when you're famous and shit, like, that's why I couldn't be famous, because, like, you're not finna talk crazy to me, and I'm supposed to just be the bigger, like, I hate being the bigger man, because anytime you're the bigger man, it's because you're the person that got attacked, and they don't want you to respond.
Because they don't want
No one ever gets mad at the person that did the attacking. It's always like, oh, don't punch him in the face because he called your girlfriend, whatever. Like, nah, be like, why'd you start the shit in the first fucking place? Because a lot of times, situations wouldn't happen if people shut their mouth.
Straight up.
If you don't put hands, it's a lot of people out here in this world that then got done up because they decided, you know what, I'm going to pop off on this person today. And that person was not feeling it that day. It was a Tuesday. That nigga was pissed. He had his gun in the car that day. He said, if a nigga talk to me crazy, I'm popping off.
Popping off.
You popped off, you got a bullet in your ass.
And I don't feel like he slapped Chris Rock, but he didn't just slap Chris Rock. I feel like that was a slap to everybody.
That was.
The pose after. Like, if you watch Will slap, this motherfucker hit him, hand came down, he just stood there, looked at this nigga, and then turned around and walked off smooth.
Yo, the pose, like the slap pose was.
He was like,
that was a Hollywood pick. That was like when somebody gets dunked on and you just like posterize. He got
just like, that's a perfect
that was the
poster.
First posterized slap.
Yo,
like you might see like the Kobe, you know what I'm saying, like the Jordan from the free throw, and like the Will Smith slap on my wall later. You know what I'm saying? Like the trifecta.
Because that pose was perfect. That man literally stopped. He hit that man. That hand was down here, and he just kind of stood there. And I said, "This nigga's a Power
Chris
Ranger."
Rock got slapped in the Black History. Like,
boy,
that is literally going to be in black and white in the next 50 years. Like that ass, really, bro. Like that is Black History. It was like, damn, bro.
Oh yeah, when they redo the I don't even do encyclopedias anymore. That's gonna be in there.
Or the dramatization, like when they do like the reenactment.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, moments in Black History. That's gonna be one. Right.
On top of the fact, like I said, you know why I'm mad at Chris Rock? Because it's like, bro, first of all, you made an off-color joke. Second of all, you ain't even square up when dude came on stage. I don't care who you are. If I know I made a joke and like y'all kind of looking at me crazy, and then when y'all come on stage, yo, we gonna be up there slap boxing.
That's what I'm saying.
We gonna be bobbing and weaving.
The minute he let him walk up on him like that, I'd have been like, all right, Will.
Hey yo, what if Will would have swung and Chris Rock would have ducked and then like caught him,
just out there 2 pieces
and laid him out? No, like he swung, Chris Rock would like bobbed and just like reaction like stole off on him.
Cut the commercial immediately.
Oh my God, bro, that would have been hilarious.
If you look at it, he had hands behind his back. Didn't even take the step, like the right leg back to get squared up and be like, all right, bro, what's up?
He been gone from Bed-Stuy too long.
And what do you think about? And what do you think about? And you know, people are saying, oh, Will didn't have this energy for August Alsina when he was with his girl. Okay, but it's like y'all losing context when I say that. If they had an arrangement and they were like, listen, yo, we're together, but like I got my little young Hollywood hotties, you got your dudes over there, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? And because August took it upon himself, I guess like a year or two after they had that entanglement to come out and like confirm it, you know, Will Smith, that was kind of like out of his hands. Like, it's not like I'm going to call him back over to the house to slap this nigga.
Yeah.
You know
That's the thing. That's because August Alsina thing, he found out later on. So it's not like he was going like, it's not like August Alsina was in the room and then and Jada was like, oh, by the way, that's the young nigga I was telling you about. Like, oh, that's him?
And I still blame Jada at the end of the day for this because what people don't understand to me is that I feel like what she's been doing is taking a toll on Will Smith's mental health. With the red table talk, all these things coming out, like talking about how he didn't satisfy you or he doesn't make you happy in your marriage. Like you literally been you've been the one shitting on Will Smith for these, like, you're the one ruining his reputation.
That slap was meant for her is basically what you're telling her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But also at the same time, the thing about the open relationship is when you're in a open relationship, there's certain parameters that y'all have within that open relationship. Like, hey, you do this, don't do that. Hey, you do this. There's still rules and regulations of open relationship.
Absolutely.
When she did what she did with August, they were separated. Still married, though. Mm-hmm. Still married. Because if a man would have did it, he would have been trifling.
But, like, emotionally separated.
You know what I'm saying? But still, nonetheless, you're still married. And that was... Separation is like... It ain't... I doubt that's in their clause of open relationship. It might be. Of like, hey, if we're separated... Don't do this, da-da-da-da, whatever. Right. But she made an entanglement, so it's definitely continued on longer than it should have, most likely. So Jada definitely overstepped in the marriage, I feel like, from that aspect. So when it came to this, now Will, he done had all these, they've been a joke with everyone for at least since 2020, 2019?
Shit, like 20 fucking...
You know what I'm saying? Like, since all this shit,
since 2002, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
they've
always been like whispers and like jokes. Even when it was like, oh, like Will Smith is like going on vacation with Dwayne Martin. Like, what the hell? Or like Will Smith moved in Johnny Gill. Like, why is these dudes around you like this close? You know what I'm saying? So that was always whispers about that.
Yeah.
And on top of the fact, some of these pictures, Will got his legs crossed and his hands on his knees, sitting down, and Jada is sitting right next to him with her legs like wide open. Like, is like, are there gender reversal roles? Yeah, you know what? And I think Will Smith low key thought about like, what would Tupac do right now? And then he hit him up in his head.
Everyone said
get ready. And then he got up and slapped that nigga.
Everyone jokes about that shit, but honestly, people realize that's real shit. Like, when your girl has a nigga that she, first of all, my girl wouldn't have a nigga that she couldn't love. That wouldn't be my girl. First of all,
that wouldn't be my.
You're not gonna be dating me. You got a whole dead nigga that you miss. Fuck, I don't care how good.
And what if the dead nigga was like the realest nigga of all time? Everybody loved him.
Tupac.
That's crazy, bro.
It's Tupac.
You can never beat that. And you're Will Smith, and Will Smith is even like, bro, like, I can't.
It don't matter what Will do. Tupac street cred will always be above whatever he does. That slap, all that slap did was bring Will Smith to like 1C and 1A.
You got closer, but you ain't
still not that nigga,
bro. And think about it, bro. That's like, okay, say you got like a really like the bad chick, and she's like a round the way girl. When I say that, like, she's not the goody goody too. She's not saying she usually go for like different type of dudes.
Right.
You got her. And then all you hearing about, no. You know it's some super wavy dude
you know what I'm saying?
And you like, damn, bro, that dude's pretty fly, but like, I don't like him. Then he gets killed and the whole hood just immortalizes him as the realest nigga of all time. You like, damn, how he dead and I still lose? Like,
not even that. The way Jada talk about Will, like, you could tell, like, if I'm not Will, Tupac, the way she talk about that man, Tupac was her love. I don't care what she say, Tupac was one of her first loves. Yeah. She loved that man.
You know what I think too? I think that slap was more to me when I seen it. I'm like, bro, it seems like you was protecting your girlfriend. When I say your girlfriend, not like your like woman, like on some like, you know, we're girls type shit. Because it's like, listen, like you went up there and slapped this nigga, bro. Like, Jada could have went up there and slapped that nigga, bro.
I always wonder what Jada said afterwards.
And then they said she was laughing. So, dog, like, this nigga Will Smith is crashing out. Like, bro, listen, I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, Jada is the most toxic individual I've ever seen. You're the one who killed Will Smith's career. You emasculated him personally talked about all his shortcomings as a husband publicly, cheated. Not only, like you said, we didn't cheat on him, but you embarrassed him with your entanglement, and then you got this man to lose his Academy Award certificate off of the back of you. Like, I would have looked at you like, hey, go there, slap that nigga Chris Rock.
But think about it.
Because if she would have slapped him, you know what would have been?
Yeah.
Women empowerment.
Oh, damn.
Stand up to men.
Oh, yeah.
And wait a minute.
Don't take any abuse.
Wait a minute. And it was also within Women's Month as well. So that would have been...
Exactly.
That would have carried
It would have been like... It would have been a Women Empowerment Week.
Because they already
for that
on
slap.
Chris. Because he made the, he made the movie about black hair.
Yeah, you're slapping patriarchy. That's what they would have said.
And he made the movie about black hair.
Which they said he was kind of low-key, like, taking shots in the whole movie.
He was, man, the whole movie. Man,
I gotta watch it again.
Rewatch it again. He was coming at them like, you spent $1,000 on a wig? Y'all got down payments for wigs?
On top of the fact,
that was in the early 2000s.
On top of the fact, Chris Rock was the same one who was that dude? He was chilling with the white comedian. I forgot his name.
I know what you're talking about. That too.
And they were like, we can say the N word. And they were just throwing it around. And Jerry Seinfeld was
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. and Chris Rock was like, oh yeah, you're a nigger. This, ha 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 ha. And Seinfeld was just sitting there, straight face, was like, nah. I'm not playing. He was like, you know what and Chris was trying to laugh it off, and Seinfeld was like, no, I don't find the humor in it, nor do I seek it.
Chris wasn't even laughing it off. He literally was laughing with him.
Right.
Ha 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 ha. No.
But what Seinfeld said, he said, I don't find the humor in that word, nor do I seek it.
Right.
I don't find the humor in it. To Chris Rock, like, listen, that's not funny to me. And to Louis C.K., nor do I seek the humor in that word.
Right.
So and this is what I say is a cultural thing. So for my community, right, when we see Chris Rock do that, and then you get on the Oscar stage in front of these same people and do that, you have a track record of just disrespecting your own people.
Yeah.
Knowing this is the circle you came from, right? But knowing the circles you roll in, the SNL crew, the Louis C.K. crew, that's cool. Yeah. We don't have a problem with that. But you have literally came on camera and just gave everybody the green light to say the N-word. That's cool. And then Seinfeld.
They only need one.
Seinfeld had to look at all y'all in the room, straight face, like,
the fuck
that ain't it.
Yeah. Right.
That ain't it. Had to be the stand-up person. So my culture, he was deserving to get slapped. Hands were going to get hands were supposed to be put on him. Just culturally, like, in Asian cultures, you disrespect certain things, you get reprimanded, right? Yeah. Black American culture, you disrespect the culture, you get reprimanded. Verbally, physically, reprimand, there's a penalty for that, right?
Yeah. Right.
So, for you to go up there and get slapped, you got slapped for making a jaded comment. You got slapped for going up there and trying to embarrass your own in front of the world. Like, you got slapped for being really culturally clueless. And then he comes out and says some shit like, oh, I have this disease, or I have this syndrome where I don't read the room or something. You seen that?
He said he had it.
He said that?
Chris Rock came out this week and said he has some type of condition where
so he's autistic?
He doesn't pick up social cues.
Is he autistic then?
Oh, I'm gonna look this.
Because if Chris Rock is autistic,
I just find it funny. I think the clip came out this week. I don't know if the clip came out this week. I don't know. But what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna look that up.
You saying you have a condition to where you can't pick up social cues.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he did, the fact of the matter is, you using this shit after you done said that, bro. Just take your L. Like, you can't be trying to throw out medical conditions now.
And reason why I say, like, with that slap, man, and the reason why you see, like, for me, it's not like I'm celebrating the slap, but I'm like cool with it because it's like,
look, I agree. I always say this one thing. I don't always agree, but I understand.
Yeah, but I will say this: there's no right way to do a wrong thing, and what Will Smith did was wrong, and there's no right way to do it. But sometimes your solution has nothing to do with the reaction of what you deem a solution for a situation.
Yeah,
true. Because, like, yeah, you could have been a bigger man, could have did this, could have did that. What could he have done to stop people making jokes about his wife in his face? Now, is there going to be other people who are going to, like, just go extra hard on disrespecting him and his wife because he doesn't want that to happen? He slapped Chris Rock? Yeah, of course. But for the fact that he still did it.
Because now they see a chink in his armor. We always saw it before, but now it's really finna be like.
But it's like this. He slapped somebody already.
True.
So
on the red carpet,
y'all can make all y'all jokes, but a lot of y'all making the jokes won't even be in the same room as Will Smith.
That's the thing.
That's the thing about it. That's the hard thing about it. Y'all making jokes outside of the club.
And that's another thing I was telling people. I was like, comedians say shit like that all the time. Like, I watch all types of comedy, and I hear all types of. I don't really get affected by like when people say shit, because if it's funny, I'ma laugh. I don't give a fuck how fucked up it is. If it's funny, I'ma laugh. Now, if there's a different undertone to it, I might be like, that's funny, but if you say that around the wrong motherfuckers, you're gonna get stomped out. I ain't gonna help you. But what I'm saying is, a lot of comedians say this wild shit all the time, but people don't normally come on stage and slap them. I've seen it. I've seen plenty of videos of it. It just don't happen a lot. So what Will did, they're like looking at like, oh, that's unacceptable. But I'm like, comedians do shit all the time where they be popping off in the mouth, and people just don't meet these people. People made all these jokes about Michael Jackson and all these other comedians, all these actors and stuff, and mogul stuff. They don't see these people one-on-one. Now, if you saw these people one-on-one, it'd probably be a lot more bullshit out here in these streets. But these people don't have to normally see these people. The fact that Will was in the front.
And I don't like when people were saying, oh, well, now Will Smith slap. Now everybody can just walk up and slap you. No, but guess what?
Wait. Fuck around and find out.
But guess what, though? Guess what? Guess what, though? Now we can't make jokes. Okay. You picked this profession. Nobody made you be a comedian.
Exactly.
Nobody gave you a sheet of jokes and said you have to tell these jokes. So there's always consequence to your actions, and there always should be a line where you know if you cross it, you know what's going to come with it. Like I said before, I don't agree or condone with the slap, but I understand in life things don't have to make sense. Somebody else's solution to their personal problem does not have to make sense to you on the outside.
I also say this a lot. I always say to people, it's like, you can't get mad at how people react to your disrespect. Ooh. If you put disrespect out there, look, a lot of people die every day. But I guarantee if you live a life that's good and everything, you have a less chance of getting your ass whooped or shot or died. But if you putting out disrespect here every day, that time frame of, oh, I'm good is going to shorten every time you say some wild shit.
Or you reap what you sow. Like,
exactly.
Come on, like
people so soft nowadays. Everybody just get all mad. Like, oh, you hit me because I said something about you? Yes. I did.
If this was 1984, you would have got slapped.
I'm just saying.
And it would have been, it is what it is. And I understand, culturally we've gotten softer over the years and everything, but people and like I said before, I'm going to keep saying this. I don't condone the slap. Yeah, Personally, I didn't want to see Will Smith slap Chris Rock. My first reaction when I seen it was kind of like, damn, dog. If it was real, I'm like, damn, like, I don't want to. Because I seen Chris Rock's face, and it's like, damn, like, this was awkward. Like, I did kind of feel like, damn, bro, like, damn. Like,
and it was so silent in that room after. It was so cringy.
Will was my idol for the longest. And now that I know all this other back shit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, damn. I still fucks with him hard, but it's just like, damn.
Nah, still is an idol and somebody I look up to, because one ugly moment in your life isn't going to make me indict.
No. I'm just more saying that it's like, as I was just talking with someone myself, is that, anger is such an expensive emotion, and that the fact that he was emotionally, going through a lot, his anger just like, he blanked.
I like the fact when he was like, yo, King Richard would have protected his family, and then King Richard came out, I was like, yo, nah, we wouldn't have put our hands on him.
Shit. Hell nah,
like, I wouldn't have slapped him, so like, don't use me.
Don't use me, nigga.
Everybody handles it their own way. But
everyone
there could have been a better way to handle it. But the reasoning for why he did what he did, I completely understand.
We're all on that same agreement. We all understand.
Because if he hadn't, I'm telling you, if he hadn't, regardless of what Will would have did, if he hadn't gone up there, somebody would have been like, oh, Will, you just gonna let him talk about your woman like that?
Or on top of that,
damn if you do, damn if you don't.
In a way, it's seriously. Like, I don't want to even hear like what you would have did, because you don't even be in these type. You haven't lived enough to even be in these situations. Right. Like, in front of them. Like, ask yourself. It's like this. Okay, have you been married? Yeah or no? Okay, no. Okay, yeah.
You've been married for 20 plus years.
Have you been married and your wife has embarrassed you and emasculated you? Have you been married and your wife has emasculated you publicly to where everybody knows it, to where now y'all at dinner and like somebody.
Wait. And do you also have your daughter writing notes to a dead person saying, I wish you were here so mommy wouldn't be so sad?
That is crazy.
Like, when I saw that the other day, I was like, dog, you got me fucked up.
So I'm not condoning once again the slap, but
yes, to America, we are not condoning the slap.
If any other man puts himself in Will Smith's shoes,
get down and lay
I'm
down.
gonna ask
Talk
you,
shit, get hit.
and you were sitting there nominated for one of the biggest accomplishments in your life, and somebody is trying to continuously bring you down to a low point that you're trying to forget, what would you do? Everybody has a cool, everybody loves playing Monday morning quarterback. Oh, I would have threw the ball. I would have did it.
I would have did this.
But in the moment,
right.
And you see somebody on stage saying it's like a pimp squeak, it's a little punk, it's like, bro, you would not be doing this if we were somewhere more intimate, more quaint.
Right.
You would not do this, but you're doing this because you don't think I can come up there and bitch slap you.
Sure.
But guess what happened? I did it. Now everybody in here shook. Everybody can snort coke and do drugs because it's Hollywood. Everybody can buy prostitutes and everybody can sex traffic and everybody can be pedophiles. Everybody can everybody can. They gave Roman Polanski a standing ovation.
Mel Gibson was pack of niggers and he back in here making movies.
Right. You can do all this stuff, but somebody gets slapped, and now we're all putting on our moral compass hats and condoning this high morale that nobody lives up to. But it's just funny how people pick and choose what's acceptable based on who does it. Because I said, if Jada Pinkett would have got up there and slapped shit out of Chris Rock, it would have been they would have extended International Women's Month into April. If he would have made an LGBTQ joke and somebody in that community would have came up there and slapped him, Chris Rock would have got banned from the Oscars.
That's true.
He can no longer be an announcer for any,
So, and it's not a race thing. But it's a equal opportunity thing. Like, anybody could get slapped in life.
At any given time.
And anybody has the right to slap you if they feel disrespected. Now, are you going to go to jail? Is there going to be consequences? Of course.
Yeah.
You got the right to do whatever you want in life. But what comes after that is going to be immediate, swift, and harsh, and guaranteed.
Please, but understand there will be consequences for them actions.
Exactly.
Choice and consequence.
So once again, do we condone the slap? No. But do we understand why he got slapped?
Hell yes.
Yes. I don't understand all these goofies coming out there talking about I was physically ill, I'm traumatized. When he slapped Chris Rock, I felt like he slapped me, and now I'm depressed because Chris Rock got slapped.
Go to your safe space.
Don't ever watch Die Hard. Don't ever watch another action movie. Don't watch no Jason Bourne. Don't watch Karate Kid. Don't watch G.I. Joe. Don't watch a new Spider-Man movie. Don't go see The Avengers. Don't see anything. Don't even watch Power Rangers.
I got one for you. Don't even watch Hotel Rwanda. You want to talk about seeing some traumatizing shit?
Yeah, don't watch anything where somebody is getting... Don't watch football.
Facts.
Don't watch UFC.
Because niggas get clipped from a play they did earlier.
Because we literally sell violence in America. Violence.
Wait, better yet, don't watch Ray Lewis's highlights.
Some of the best violence we've seen is retaliatory violence.
Like, don't watch any action movie. Don't watch it. Literally, we are America. We thrive off violence. We have built this country off of pure, unmitigated violence.
Enslaved.
Trail of Tears.
Violence.
Savages.
And because Will Smith does one of the most American things to do is get violent when you feel disrespected. He should, once he slapped him, he should have just said, America, slap. Come on. We live in America.
If he would have said America, probably would have had more people on his side. They love saying that shit.
America first.
America.
They would have been like,
America.
And that's all I'm saying. Yeah. Like, we live here, bro. We literally sell violence. It was a game called NFL Blitz, where after you tackled somebody, you could body some on their neck.
And I'm talking about
and they get back up
every
play.
Like, come on, like play. Mortal Kombat took over the gaming world in 1993 because you can literally rip a skeleton out of the flesh
out that nigga
of a dead person. You just bicycle kick to death.
Right.
Liu Kang?
Sub-Zero out here dropping bodies, freezing niggas.
Freezing niggas.
But two actors get into a kerfuffle, and now the nation is emotionally sick and traumatized. Fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs. These niggas got into an altercation.
It was a quote.
And You know, do I feel like he should have been banned from the academy? Yeah, man. Yeah, ban him.
How about
get him out of here?
Who will?
Yeah, get him out of here.
How about just don't come back the rest of
But
the
what I'm
season,
saying,
man?
ban him because, like, bro, you did slap somebody. There has to be consequences, bro.
They give Will a solid ban.
So I'm for the consequences. I'm for you
Shadow
getting
ban.
banned. I'm not for them taking the award because I don't like
worked
with the Reggie Bush Heisman. If you said this was the best and you didn't take any drugs or you didn't cheat to do this, then you're the best. Don't take it away.
Especially when they're monetizing it now. Like college players are
right. Like Reggie Bush didn't
man.
get caught with steroids. He was hitting them jukes clean.
Oh yeah,
It was simply the fact
that was all skill.
Right.
so happened to get a new house.
Right. Will Smith wasn't cheating when he was acting. He just had the best performance as the nominee.
Straight up.
So I'm not for revoking anybody's award, but I am for him being banned because, like I said before, you slapped somebody, bro. What do you think this is about to be?
Yeah,
Straight up.
And on top of the fact, people are like, oh, I couldn't go up there and slap him. You know why? Because you're not Will Smith. Guess what? I bet if we're at NFL honors, and Tom Brady was like, no, Aaron Rodgers was like, yo, I'm about to slap the shit out of whoever the fuck is on stage right now. Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to do that because guess what? Different people can do different things in different places.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith's at Academy Awards. He can get up on that stage. He can touch you. You go to the Source Awards, you make a joke about Birdman, he gonna get up on that stage. Young Buck stabbed somebody at the Source Awards. Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? It's different places, different people have a level of cachet that you may not have. So if we're at the State of the Union, right? Mm-hmm. And the congressman goes up there. Remember when Obama was at the State of the Union? Somebody yelled out, "You liar!" Right? Yeah. People are like, "Oh, you're not. You can't do that." But guess what? He's in a work environment where he has the space to say things and do things. A congressman can slap the president because you're in the space of your peers where you can move around in such spaces, right?
Right.
And what I'm saying, in the actors world, you can move around in these spaces in the Academy Awards. In the music world, there's the VMAs, the AMAs, the Grammys. You can probably move around. Remember when Kanye West got up on stage and did the Taylor Swift thing? Yeah, because they're amongst their peers, right?
You're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable doing
right.
Right.
You have more freedom to move in these spaces versus me at a music award show. I can't do that.
Yeah,
because I'm a person. I'm not a musician. I don't have a number one record.
Will Smith walks on stage. Of course, nobody's gonna stop him because it's Will Smith. You expect him to be on stage. And if my black ass just walked up to Chris Rock on stage. The security
right.
out here.
Or we're at the Nickelodeon Awards and Drake and Josh get slapped by iCarly. Yeah, that works because look where they're at.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure Peyton Manning can't walk up at the Nickelodeon Awards and put hands on iCarly or put hands on Drake because that's not his space. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like Will Smith can't go to the NFL awards and slap somebody because what are you doing? You're an actor. You didn't score no touchdowns. So you kind of get the point that I'm making where if you're in a space of your peers, you may have access to do something wild like this because you're getting the benefit of the doubt based off of your stature in the room that you're in.
Now, I'm not saying just because you're in an area of peers, you should walk up on stage and punch them in the mouth.
Of course.
Definitely don't do that. But I see what you're saying as far as certain things. When you're in a career field, you see certain people from the outside looking in ain't going to see something that they said and be like, oh, that's an offense that I should probably act on.
Right.
Will has been in that situation. All the actors, nobody's moved, nobody said anything because they were just like, Will's going on stage. What's he doing? Oh, he slapped him. Oh, like that's what shit that's going to be talked about in a group text among them later. In the society, yes, we're all looking at it because we're on the outside looking in. We're not in the Actors Guild. We're not in the screenwriters room. We're not with the writers and all that stuff, all that entertainment shit. We're from the outside looking in. So when he, doing what he did, everyone was just kind of like, oh, that's what you on. Versus us, we're like, oh, wow, I don't know. Everybody got other words, but it's like it's different in that environment just because, especially Chris Rock, he felt comfortable making the joke in that group of peers. You might do that at the NFL honors too, but there's certain things you ain't going to say because you don't know them boys like that.
That's right. Or people are like, oh, Will Smith, why does he get the right to go up there and slap him? Okay, it's like this, bro. Anthony's in a work meeting, right? His coworker says something crazy. Anthony slaps shit out of his coworker. Mm-hmm. I can't be like, well, why does Anthony get slapped shit out of his coworker? Because Anthony works there. That's what I'm saying. I can't walk in Anthony's job and slap shit out of his coworker. I don't even have clearance to be in the building. That's my point. No, Will Smith was around coworkers, was around his peers. When I make the Tom Brady when I make Tom Brady parallel or the Aaron Rodgers parallel, they're amongst their peers in the workplace to where they work at. So you're going to be able to do things based upon your proximity in the environment in your profession.
Right.
No, I can't go to an Academy Awards slap. I don't have a SAG card. I'm not an actor. Yeah. But the actors can do that because we're in the same space. So you can touch your coworker. If my coworker make a joke about you, you can't slap my coworker unless you catch him outside of the office.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah, I'll catch.
That's what I'm saying. I can slap my coworker because we're in the office together. I have access to him based off of our professions.
And when he means slap, it's not saying he will slap him. It's just like, I am in the office. I see this motherfucker.
I can get close to you.
I can get close enough to do what I need to do.
I can walk to your cubicle.
It's different for us. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. From the outside looking in, you can't get in and just be slapping people. You go to jail. But if you work with a motherfucker, it's a little bit different situation. We know you work here. You're supposed to be in this room with me. Now, whatever happens in this room, based off of what you've done or what I've done, or you know what I'm saying, that's a different story. Right. Not saying to slap him, but if you hear us cussing each other out, a lot of times you hear people cuss each other out at their work environment or something. A lot of times, if you really know those people, you should be like, oh, they just talking it out. That's just how them niggas are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what you think. That's why everybody thought it was staged. It's like, oh, they just staging that shit. Because if another person came in, it'd be like, that's not staged at all. That was illegal.
Hey, and Chris Rock, they said the LAPD was like, yo, we'll arrest Will Smith right now. What's up? We'll do it. And Chris Rock was like, nah. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Because Chris Rock understands as much as everybody else is caping and act like they're so emotionally scarred. Chris Rock knew what it was and knows what it is. Culturally, like, nah, I'm not going to call the police.
He knew it, so he said something a little fucked up.
Right. And if I had Denzel and Tyler Perry to be there for all of my worst moments, I'll probably be Will Smith too.
Straight the fuck up. Especially Denzel.
Every time I have a crazy moment and Denzel could just come to me like, hey, play, guess what? At your highest moment, that's when the devil's there to come get you. Like, come on, bro. When he said, and brother Denzel told me at your highest moment, that's when the devil comes. I'm like,
name dropping.
I always got emotional. See, and that was like movie-esque, low key. Like Chris Rock gets slapped by Will Smith. This is like if everybody just had different names in the movie type shit. It was like, nah, this is real. And he's like, brother Denzel told me at your highest moment, that's when the devil comes. I'm like, boy, I was standing,
I'm still strong.
Right.
And then seeing like Tyler Perry and Denzel kind of had that talk like, it's all good, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know, straight up the tie, you know, wipe your face. You know, we good. Money don't even worry about it. You know, we good. We know you just slapped them. We're going to talk about it later. But for now, you know, take a deep breath. You know, just to have.
What you did. Now let's move on. We'll talk about it later.
Right.
Right.
But and then Denzel walking over to the Jaden, you know, kind of like, you know, whispering in her ear, you know, talking to her. That was like, that's what I'm saying. Like culturally, like it looks different through different sets of eyes.
Right. And the fact it's on cameras and stuff, of course it's going to be from the outside looking in, we're all going to hop on it. But like if we was behind closed doors, like I said, if this happened in the office, wouldn't nobody say anything outside of the office.
Right. And then people, this look bad in front of other cultures. It's like, okay, Will Packer, he did it, you know, is black produced, I guess, the Oscars and shit. And, you know, things happen. And I guess people are like, oh, it put a stain on the show. Honestly, like I said, to wrap this show, because we got like probably like 2 minutes and like 25 seconds left of the show. Just to wrap up my point, things happen. Did I want to see it? Did anybody want to see him get slapped? No, but he got slapped and nobody died. Okay,
nobody died.
So let's keep it moving. He got slapped. Everybody's gonna eat off it on social media. Let's not act like people got physically ill. Let's not act people were traumatized. Yeah. One of the main points I think was people feel like Will Smith was a safe black actor. Like, oh, you can welcome your problems. He's gonna smile. He's gonna be, you know. And for the fact that he showed that, no, I'm just like everybody else. And I think kind of brought people back. Like, oh no, he's like everybody else. Yeah, he is.
And just like us growing up in the suburbs, we know how it is. You grew up with a lot of white kids around you. The moment we start doing anything extra black, it becomes an issue. It's like, I didn't know you were like that. I'm like, no, I'm still black.
I'm still black.
I'm just around y'all all the time, but I still pop off.
I'll remind y'all.
I just know how to. I code switching. Sometimes you have to do it.
You got to do it.
But that's just one of the things. They didn't want him to be that way in that atmosphere. But Will had to act when he felt he had to act. Like I'm saying, we don't agree with the slap, but
everybody's human.
Shit gets handled.
And I'm not gonna base that slap or his wife tearing down his name as, I don't rock with Will Smith anymore. Because at the end of the day, if you knew a lot of things about the people you idolize, you probably wouldn't be fans of them either.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
So, anything else
stuff.
you guys got to say?
That was our, that's why we finished up Perception Facts. It was episode 33.
34, because Randy did episode a couple days ago. Check out that. Yeah, Perspectives Facts, episode 34. We'll be dropping content today. Me and Randy, I'm going to drop this episode, me and Randy, today. If this clip comes in tonight, I'm going to drop this Will shit tomorrow in full. We're not going to chop this up just because we spent the whole time talking about this. Right. So, Perspective Facts podcast, we're going to be doing some merch coming up soon. I got some great ideas. Salute to Robert, salute to Anthony, salute to Jordan, salute to everybody salute to Randy, salute to Imran, salute to the 6-man podcast we're about to be doing. Dropping Cinco de Mayo is going to be an extension of the Renegades Worldwide Media Group. And, you know what I'm saying, we're just branching off other podcasts, and we're going to build this network and this media organization the right way. So thank you, everybody, and you enjoy your weekend. And if you see somebody walking towards you, throw your setup, bob and weave.
Talk shit, get hit.
Right.